Well, now that makes sense. But wait a minute. What about Ephesians 2, verse 8? For by grace are ye saved through faith, not of works? What about that? Well, the typical response of most people is to stop at verse 8 and say, see, no effort required here. Right. But if we plug in that first century patron-client framework, the meaning shifts completely. Now you're getting it. Paul is saying, you didn't buy your way into the king's favor. You didn't perform enough works of the law to force God's hand. Then verse 10 immediately says, we are created unto good works, which God prepared beforehand to be our way of life. So then, the grace is the royal appointment. The faith is the vow of loyalty to that appointment. The good works aren't the payment for the grace. They're the purpose of it. Well, exactly. It's like a general being given a commission. The commission is a gift of grace. He didn't own the army to begin with, but once he accepts that commission, he'd better lead the troops. Because if he just sits in his tent and says, I'm so glad I've been given this gift of a commission, he's failing his allegiance. This explains why the New Testament writers talk so much about the obedience of faith. To a modern ear, obedience and faith sound like they're in competition. But in a loyalty-based system, they're two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. And that's the danger of the cheap grace model. It invites people to accept a gift, but never actually enter the kingdom. It treats Jesus as a cosmic insurance agent rather than the reigning king of the universe. Well, it's a lot more demanding, but honestly, it's a lot more meaningful. It means our deeds actually matter to the king. Can we go get some coffee now? My head hurts. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and then check out our next discussion that puts grace into a modern day example. Don't forget to check out our playlist on how words have evolved over time, because when words evolve, so do the doctrines.